Very, very well done. It's such a pity. It's such a pity that that most people will not experience this part of the story. And another one that, as I've said, the huge mistake of this game is not having a connected story in between all the regions like Diablo. In that sense, it makes the level design structure more like Monster Hunter, and that can be a huge turn-off for most of the for anyone who plays it expecting a Diablo-like experience. In that sense, So yeah, pretty much, people, pretty much. It's quite interesting, quite interesting. This game should be voice acted, without a doubt. Should have been voice acted. That takes money, of course. The budget. Budgets do have a limit, in that sense. You again. Where are you hiding? Where are you heading? Sorry. Where are you heading this time? Tetaconatl. Is it coincidence or misfortune that your destination is always blocked by a Mattery stone? Well, instead of suspecting you, I grant you my sympathy. Help me bring some Mattery fragments. I disperse this storm as fast as possible. And here we go. Another 2000 ones. At this point, the player would have needed to farm once again like a putrid animal. The player would have to go back another 2000 Mattery fragments to unlock each zone and continue with the story. Besides, not only that, people, it completely disconnects the story doing that shit. Completely disconnects it, because I would have to go back once again, farm all that shit, and then come back again. Like, it's the worst you can do, because you are disconnecting the whole story. Eraser, welcome to Tetaconatl. I found out that the concept of soul and shadow was born when the dragon ripped out of the creator's heart. Aha, interesting. Tetaconatl is one of the few places that still worships, because it's a single place. The creator and his wife. I'm sure we find something out here. Did you see the statue here? The craftsmanship of the Toltec is astonishing. They use a lot of symbols to convey all of the knowledge. Flipping through pages won't help to understand all. I will study this statue a little more. Would you mind going ahead and scout the region for me? Explore the area. Interesting objective for the player. Explore the area, player. Come on. Run around in circles a bit like an idiot. Interesting concept, but no, we are farming a lot of experience because we're completing a lot of quests. In that sense, we should use that to our advantage. 2 hours precisely, I will stay some. 2 hours more precisely, and I will follow the cry for help. Yes, I saw. I just saw the words there. So let's not ignore the fact that they recycled the region from Toltec. They recycled all of the assets. They could have gone for something different. Soup! Ambra, how you doing? How you doing, Ambra? I met some Ambra golems previously, and I remembered you. Ambra golems, yes, precisely. So, I am getting through the underworld. Just to have a little bit of a quick recap. The district helped me through the underworld with the Mattery fragments, and I'm playing it like a normal game with the story. In that sense, I guess it is absolutely weird that the level went down back to painful. yes, because it's absolutely weird that the level can actually go back to 64 after getting as high as 88, forced level 80. Like, the fuck? Regarding the skill tree, I followed precisely your advice, and I recommended it to new viewers. Precisely, is because you can get those material without beating those monsters. And I was mistaken last time. No way. I applied the rest of the points here to the ice missile, so I have the ice missile complete. I was going to ask you, next one, once I level up, because I'm getting experience quite fast, I'm at 160, you can get even 500 from daily quests. Shit. Shit. But can you, but the monsters are avoidable, were avoidable somehow? Well, anyways, you needed 10k. Anyways, you need 10k because then otherwise it interrupts this. I know that. I know it's not about the story for you, but it is quite disrupting this region. This region, if it would have been quite disrupting had I played it like that, because it's finish one story quest, interrupt the story quest, farm 2000 matery fragment, then come back, continue the story quest, another interruption, go back, farm another 2000 matery fragments. So it's incredibly disrupting. Show me a skill tree again. I'm blind and had it full screen. There you go. Which one would be the next one for you? Which one would you pick? The Blood Mage, to mitigate a bit more the... It's still, I'll tell you, it's still quite fragile at this point of the transition, at least 59. You would go Blood Mage, okay, good. I had a... Yeah, because of the heal effect. It's still quite fragile, like from then bigger for Magic Missile. Aha, this one has to be something like that. Rising bigger, but for Magic Missile. And you are done with the whole skill tree. You'd pick this one. I don't know, because the mage is still quite... I'll tell you, right? Without this... Not Magic Missile, Ice Missile, okay. It affects them all. But it's the same one. Okay. Good. Yeah, that one, no. My bad. Yeah, true, I said Magic Missile. No, the Ice Missile. No, but without this one, without Hangman's Pride here, combined with this one, I would still, from absolute ignorance to any newbie player, I would still recommend these two mandatorily for this, because otherwise it's just way too fragile. You have to kind of like not be hit 100%, and you cannot rely on that. I mean, cannot rely on that. There are windows in which it's just impossible to not be hit, and even if it is, like, it'll warranty you a lot of deaths. I don't know. I mean, yeah, they are saving me as well sometimes. Yeah. I did it instinctively because of the heal after the kill. Yeah, because the problem is that Blood Mage is based on percentages. And it's only 6.5k for each kill enemy. Yes, 6,000 and a half. But the thing is that since they are fixed percentages, if they were like a set amount that exponentially increases, you could eventually out-heal it here, but since they are fixed percentages, you do need at least one countermeasure. At least one countermeasure needs to be taken. I took those two instinctively, honestly. I was alone when I did it. So pretty much. The set amount would suck in endgame. It would scale. I would make it a scale with a set amount, so you can outgrow it, because then otherwise it's more of a limitation in a lot of cases. More of a limitation. Defeat all enemies that are guarding the cages. Talk to the cage. It's queen in Tetaconatl. By the way, I agree that the story could have been told better and it's not connected, but it's quite interesting, at least in this section with the trapped soul and everything. It's quite interesting, huh? In fact, this part of the story is the one that I'm enjoying quite a lot. It's quite mysterious, because the one from Wisdom heals only 6.5k, 6,500, and then the Guardian heals me from the Blood Mage, whole 100. The total is 160, no, 80k per second. Yeah, pretty much. Yes. Yeah, but it needs a mitigation. It does need a mitigation. Regarding the story, I was surprised that this one is turning out to be quite interesting with the library and the tormented soul. Help, please, Shadow American is engaged here. You must help, please. Not just shadows, it's Queen's bad, and I feel bad that most people won't even reach this point. Because the story has its charm with the caged, tormented soul and everything. It's like the wonder in Diablo, in a sense. There are some there were some similarities in the end. Huh? There were some similarities in the end. It would be amazing if the the Library of Cardham was the first quest I actually looked at its content. See, Ambra, see, you did care about the story a little bit. Someone has been manipulating me about not caring about the story then. You did care about it. You at least took a look at it. XD. No. You did take a look at it. It wasn't that much like Monster Hunter. I looked only at the first quest. Okay. Then I rushed them. Okay, but you at least looked at them. By the way, what is it? Fire away. Whichever you'd like. I'm playing terribly. Yes, I know. Maybe it was that. I can deduce it. I'm moving to a dormitory. You're moving, Ambra. You are leaving the smile of you're moving. You're starting university, software development. I would fear to be your software development teacher with your curious mind of learning so much about low-level languages. You're moving, congratulations. XD, yeah, I would, because you would start telling me, I would start telling you, go, do this website, please. Do this website. I will tell you. See if you can do it, because that's how in a job it works. In that sense. I talk all of this, but I'll end up taking care of my family's business precisely because it reports me more money. But still, I know how it is because I did. There were a lot of work for it, and I still do some. But I would tell you, do this. See if you can do it, and you would tell me, no, teacher, I get bored. Let's talk about low-level languages. Don't do that don't do that at work. Because you can intimidate them. Not me, because I know how it is, and I honestly like getting things done. Like you told me the other day that I like the money one. I like getting the things done, and I would just appreciate it if the one who knew all of that. But some do get intimidated. They do get esteem, especially the seniors, Ambra, and be careful. They may expel you. They may fire you from the company if they feel intimidated. They're like cute little kittens. You have to think about them like cute little kittens that if you surround them, they might feel intimidated. And since I'm learning in Wolves Research branch and not the main university in Wroclaw, I'll only have 50 people in my class instead of 400. Oh, that's amazing. That's amazing. You are the university. Now I need to. Hang on a second. I need to look at that city. Hang on, people. We'll do a bit of a pause. I would love to look at those Polish cities. In not the main in Wroclaw, but instead of wall siege. Let's see. That's amazing. That's amazing what he's mentioning, that he'll share the class with 50 people instead of 400 on each lecture. In my case, for law school, it ranged the way you are pronouncing. Yeah, sorry, it's like the weak point of Spanish. It's like the weak point of Spanish. Those are Germanic. It's a clear Germanic like word, and yeah, for Spaniards, please understand, it's like the weak point when you have a lot of sets and seeds and bees like that. Hey, you weren't lying. Look at that. It's the very frontier. It must be a beautiful zone where you are. I'm looking at it. Hang on, I'll show the images. It's time for the Poland emote. It's time for the Poland emote, people, because that city, I'll show it to you. Give me a second. I just have to do it because that city is beautiful. It's time for the Polish flag because it's time for the Polish flag because hey, look at that. The second month subscription icon there. I did it correctly. Look at that. Give me a second. Where's the other camera? I have that one. Hang on a second. Home numbers. Hang on a second. Look at that city. Hang on, huh? Uh-huh. Let me switch it a bit. Hang on, huh? It's not reacting. Way too many windows open. But you have to look at this beauty, people. Hang on, huh? Hang on. I know you cannot say it. Hang on. It's this one. Don't worry, I am preparing it. Huh? And stream lagged for me. Yeah. It lagged a bit. Yeah. Don't worry. And it did a weird sound. Yeah, don't worry. It's because I'm opening a lot of tabs. Yeah, it's absolutely normal. It's absolutely normal. I know it's not an L. It's a different. Hang on, hang on. I know you cannot see it, but I want you to see it because it's beautiful. Hang on, huh? It may lag a bit, but don't worry. I know you cannot see it yet. Is there a video? Because these are just images. I want to find a video. This one, walking. I love when they walk. But this shit, only 10k views? This is an insult, what the fuck? Oh, it's beautiful. Wolves, Wolbrsich, something like that. Ah. Yeah, tell me when. I'm learning in Wolfsbriska. Feel the apology. No, fuck, I cannot pronounce them. Fuck. You're in Wolfsbriska. Filia? It's family in Italian somehow. Well, somehow. It has to do with family or bloodlines somehow. Polytechnical. Wroclaw. Sorry, see that's a great problem with Roman descended languages, Romance languages and Germanic ones. There's the point in which it's brutally difficult to pronounce it in that sense. Don't worry, I know it's lagging. I know it's lagging. It's a lot too because it defaults to 4K quality here. The video I'll lower it. You pronounce Filia right. Yeah, because that one is Italian. That one is absorbed from Italian. It's because of that. It's either family or bloodlines, something like that. Spaniards can understand. We can understand Portuguese and Italian. That's why. Look at this shit. I love watching these videos. Look at this. I think I can do it like full screen. I mean, a bit bigger. How about this? Stop lagging. Stop lagging. Ah, yeah, true. I removed my camera the other day to show something to District. Well, the other day when we started streaming Drakensang Online some months ago. Look at this, people. I love these walk tours. Look at this thing. Look at this thing. It's beautiful. So this is the zone, more or less. Is the western frontier of Poland with Germany. Absolutely gorgeous. Besides, it's right in the center of the European Union. You're close to everything there. What you mentioned about being 50 instead of 400 is extremely good. It's extremely good. I agree on that. I agree on that. In my case, we ranged from 120 at the beginning, first year of law school, and it started reducing up to the point we were 30. So it went like slower. Look at this, people. Looks quite good. Quite good. What about other zones? More with a bit more forest. Looks amazing. Let's see if the captions can help us. That one. There's a bit of green there. Damn it, Umbra. Looks like a paradise. Looks like a paradise. Quite different to what I'm used to. Where I live, I can show you now, is more like an American city. In that sense, it's more, well, not like an American city. It's like a mix between European architecture but condensed like an American city. Damn it, I love the medieval structure for a lot of them. For a lot of them. So look at that. Hmm. Captivating. Isn't it, people? Captivating. 100%. And you are like living at the university, or it's like you go back home? Look at Wroclaw. It is also beautiful, but a lot more modern. It's more like where I live here. First, I'll show you where I live. We'll do one-on-one. Here, I will show you where I live. Generally at night because it pops. Because it has more light, so it pops a bit more. Let me. This is where I live, more or less. Hopefully, it's a normal part of the city. No, this is the train. This is the train. No, here. When they get out of the train, this is the subway. When he gets out of a subway, please. Yeah, when he gets out of a subway, you'll see that it's a bit different. What's it called? The concrete jungle. Here, this one. This is pretty much the center of the city. I'm from here. This is pretty much where I live. It's more. It's like this. That's a cafe. I'll be home late on Friday and be going back to dormitory early Sunday. Ah, that's perfect. That's perfect. So that you are close to the university. That's absolutely perfect. People, for those of you who don't know, this is more or less where I live. This is pretty much where I live. Not here. Not here. There's always a McDonald's there. You can see there. Pretty much there. It's telling you the streets. Pretty much. This is pretty much so. District, Patrick, anyone that is watching this as a YouTube bot, pretty much this is where I live. What do you think, Ambra? Good or bad? What do you think? Does it look more like the US or like uh, more like Europe? There are some zones that are more like Europe. There are some that are more like the US. It's a mix. Pure city, concrete jungle, as you can see there. And the other one that you told me, Wroclaw. But it is true that those I like how it looks. You say, no, no worries if anyone doesn't like it. I agree that those European villages there are, well, not villages. That one was it's more like a city, but quite amazing. But this is more like concrete jungle, as I told you, more city. It's the capital, pretty much. Pretty much in that sense. That sense. Pure junk. And if we skip to the main, those are theaters. And if we skip to the main avenue, one of the biggest ones is this one, as you can see. Pretty much low population, 45 million for the size of our country is depopulated definitely. So we are all here, the capital, and we have vast riches that are not even exploited. And probably never will in a good time, in that sense. It's more like New York, for a lot of people have described it. No, I would say it's more similar to Barcelona or Paris because of how the structures of the buildings are. So yours, the third, the other one, Wroclaw. That one must be more of a city. 45 million indeed. And out of 45 million, 30. That's more than whole Poland. Yeah, but did you look at the size of the territory? First of all, do you know where my country is? Don't need to do so. I know yours because it's in the middle of Europe, but mine is a bit more isolated. Did you see the size? Did you see the size of it? It's the 8th biggest by territory in the world. As a comparison, that's more than whole Poland. Yeah. It's depopulated. It's indeed depopulated. It's indeed depopulated. It's indeed depopulated because of the territory. It's similar to Mexico, and Mexico is 100 million, and we are more than 100. It's 120 million, some shit like that. The United States, it's even bigger, but it's 300 million, same as Europe. Never told you that, but I suck at geography. Okay. So, well, that as a quick no, put it up at 2720 plus again. So this one is Wroclaw. So this one is Wroclaw. Would you look at that, people? Yes, I see. The only difference is the skyscrapers. Like, we use the skyscrapers like the US, and in your case, there's a lot there, but southwest, known as the capital of Lower Silesia. Oh yeah, it's beautiful. It's beautiful. It's the third largest. A bit more than 500,000 is the third largest city. How? What's the population of Poland, Umbra? Total. What's the total? 5 million? 6 million? 10 million? There has to be more. Polish Venice. Okay. Windsor City. Yeah. I see. I love how regardless if it's Argentina or your country and everything, 38 million. Okay, 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 okay. Then it's close. It's close. It's close. It's close. Okay. Well, if even if you don't if you don't you suck at geography, no, no worries. Well, if you look at it, I love how it doesn't matter if it's Argentina, Poland, or anyone watching your own country. We all have the criminals with the graffiti. If there's one thing I would give the person fucking 10 years in jail is to any smooth brain who commits the crime of start painting on others property. Like, motherfucker, you it's a wall, it's not a fucking sheet of paper so you can draw a dick or some shit like that. It's public property or the property of someone. Why the graffiti is such a beautiful city, and that shit is same happens here, and they do that shit. I would send them. Hey, here's a nice church there. There's a nice church. Oh well, these ones are beautiful. These are our medieval legacy. People. Saint Mary's Magdalene, Saint Elizabeth's Church. I love doing this. I love watching walking tours. You have to write walking tour. So yes, regarding the geography, yes, my country is the 8th biggest in the world, and we have less population than most. Just so you have a comparison, Mexico, that is also big, but in terms of the extension of the territory, is I think it's even less than Argentina. Has 120 million or some shit like that. Brazil has much more. So yes, we are depopulated. We are quite depopulated, Ambra, and we all live at that city, this city that I showed you. There are many cities in that sense. Oh no, this is beautiful. This is see, this is what I mean when I say the medieval legacy of Europe. That one was a crusader shield there from the Spanish order, if I'm not mistaken. Okay, and outside, something more outside. Ah. The center of the city, I presume it was at the beginning then. More or less. Okay. Yeah. Looks incredible. Looks incredible. Looks incredible. I highly suggest everyone to do this. To watch walking tours of different cities. Looks beautiful, Umbra. And besides, you still haven't gotten to the center of the city. They don't cover it in here. Botanical Garden of the University. Has to be this. He has to go through. Poland's hidden oldest gem. Yeah. Quite beautiful, huh? Besides, as I told you, it's in the center of the European Union, so you will be close to everything. You can go back to your home. I would advise you to never get out of the zone. In that sense. Quite good. I guess they are not showing it. Yeah, I don't know why. Well, well, people. Sorry for the small walking tour. It's just that I love those. It's just that I love those. I love those. I love looking at cities. I showed you mine. We saw those too. Then we'll do the same we'll do the same with Patrick and district, with Romania and Hungary as well. Where was my normal camera? That one. There. We go back to the game. We go back to the game, people, pretty much. Let me put this on performance mode again and reopen it here. Indeed. There we go. So beautiful city, Umbra. So you're going there to the. There we go. Perfect. Perfect. There it updated. Perfect. Because the center looks just like a modern city full of skyscrapers and a lot of blasting lights. Beautiful during the night, though. Yeah, like I showed you with my city, pretty much a similar situation. Yeah. Because the lights do pop. Cities are favored by that instead. The skyscrapers. So congratulations. I think it's a great idea. Besides, uh, you found the one that has less students, and 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 you can go back home. It's just like I did it. I will show you my village. It looks great as well, but not the population of it. It's 400, so small. No worries, no worries. If you like it, I have no problem with it. Maybe other days, so I don't bore the YouTube viewers with the rest of the sightseeing. They'll say, it's Drakensang Online. No, it's sightseeing of Poland and Argentina. Well, we have to inaugurate a section for this shit, people. We have to inaugurate a section for the shit. Now, yeah, sure, we can do it. We can do it. So I prefer not, no, because there is low population. No, why? You know that I'm quite conservative. So I like cities. It is true. I never lived in a house. Always apartment, big apartment, like the one from my grandparents and my parents. 120 meters for an apartment in a capital city is huge. You told me your house was massive, precisely, but I never lived in a house. So I do like apartments in cities. It's true. I'm a city dweller, as it is said, but I like cities that have like a bit of older population. So there's that golden zone, because otherwise imagine having neighbors that are partying every day and you cannot sleep. All right, I'm gonna head to sleep now though, because I have to be in dormitory in 10 hours. So I have 1 hour drive there, and I have to back XD. So good night, Ambra, and my best wishes. All the good luck, all the good luck in your new adventure. And then you tell me whenever you can. Then you tell me whenever you can how it is. It's the only thing I'll ask about it. How it is, the experience of doing that. Love learning about those things. Have a great night, and it's also an honor that you shared it with me. This is the essence of a streaming, people. Not the game itself in that sense. The game is important, but in that sense, I love knowing all of those stories. So it's the only favor I would ask ever of any of you, that you tell me the experience once you do it. No, besides some hours before going, connecting to chat with me, it's just an absolute honor. I'm flattered. I'm right. Wish you the best in that. And you really won't need luck because of how much you learned about languages. But I assure you, if you're watching this as a YouTube bot, then in the future or anything, that front-end development and high-level languages and functional programming, I mark my words, you'll see how they are also a challenge. You'll see. That's the only thing. You'll see how they are also a challenge. It's not that easy, functional programming, even if you don't have to deal with the decompiler and those things. Okay, people. We move on with the game. We've had everything today, as always. Philosophy with Patrick at the beginning, and district, and etc. And now sightseeing tours of our cities. Then we have to do the same with Hungary and Romania. District, Patrick. I know that you watch them as bots. Yeah, we'll do the same with yours. In that sense. Oh well, and we can also do with Ender and Access, all of them. Pretty much. You have my thanks, stranger. I wouldn't have been able to repel the attackers. I'm a shaman, tasked with purifying the souls of the corrupted Toltec. I love how they recycled all of the assets for this shit. Like the portals of the underworld, they are all recycled maps from the previous maps of the game. It's absolutely lovely what they did here. Like they said, fuck it. recycle all of the maps. We help them to find way back to our ancient teachings, the path of the creator and the creatress. I think I've never seen that word in my life. And I read a lot, people. One of the shamans came with shadows and corrupted hearts and murdered everyone in his way. I could escape, but the temple sealed itself off, so nobody can enter. I need your help to unlock the barrier and fight the traitor inside. Only the union of the holy pair can open it, but fierce memories guard them. Union of two. We need to bring the creator and his wife together to open the temple. Okay, we have to reunite their love. So beautiful, such a beautiful love story. Such a beautiful love story. I love those. I love those when they are pretty well told. Uh-huh. That is not something I like that much. I just got attacked by that shit. Very well. So we have to destroy these boxes, guardians, etc. Oh no, you are not dropping that one. You are not dropping that area of effect damage. Pretty much. Aha! It exploded. Right there. We do that. There. Destroy the Panoptle Stele Tetaconopole. In Tetaconopole, there. Panoltia Stele. It's simple. Pretty much there. Pretty much. Well, we'll have to destroy that one. It's interesting that this part of the story is, as I've said, it's such a pity that most of the players will never get to experience this part. If it would have been voice acted, this and cohesively connected, this game and the leveling experience and the experience space for the leveling, it would have attracted a lot of players. Trust me, without a doubt, it would have attracted a lot of players. It would have been like a huge success, more than it may potentially be now with the people in that sense, because it would have been like a cohesive story with good voice acting. It would have been amazing. It would have been amazing. It would have been amazing. In that sense, it limits the great potential that this game could have. Limits the great potential that this game could have. Imagine if we had a common story between all regions and that it was voice acted. In that sense, it would have been... the game would have been a surprise for the market. It would have been a surprise for the market. It would have been a huge surprise for the market in that sense. In that sense, because it is the very one element that makes the player disconnect the brain. If you get what I mean. It makes the player like disconnect from the experience of it. And well, the structure of the matery fragments of going back and farming them and going back and farming them. In that sense, it's also like that. Just like that. It like disconnects you from the story 100%. So yeah. It disconnects you completely from the story, and it shouldn't be like that. It shouldn't be like that. Can you deal with it so I don't unmount? No, I don't think so. Oh, look at that, it's a nasty stun. What they do with that. It's a nasty, nasty stun. I love how I follow the line without without thinking. People, it's just that I love those things in games. Go player, position A, kill, move to the other one. In that sense. One remaining, don't you say? So, with 100 plus 50 plus 10, we have with 160 plus extra experience per kill, the game gets to a normal experience rate. Normal. It's still brutal, but it's a bit more reasonable. It's a bit more reasonable, let's just say. In that sense, a bit more reasonable somehow. Those Metaphysical swirls there. Defeat the spiritual guardian to enter the chamber of the tear. I don't know, something to chamber of tear. It feels disconnected, that phrase, like the translators there they were having a rest there. Defeat the spiritual guardian to the chamber of fear. Either they tried to say in the chamber of the tear, not of fear, of the tear, or to unlock or to enter the chamber of the tear. I don't know. Should have done something like that. I wonder what percentage of the story we are in, people, right now, if we were at 70%. Could it be that this is 80 and we are getting to the end? But Patrick mentioned that there's another wall then afterwards. A bigger wall. There, I can see that. This thing. We gotta kill this thing. I wonder, can I manipulate these bosses with the mind control? No, I can't. That would be way too much. Of course. Okay, they had a bit of common sense not letting the player do that, without a doubt. I cannot see the health bars, so there we go. Careful with that attack, because the animation there is quite deceptive. It's quite deceptive. Enter the chamber of the tear in Tetaconotl. There we go. Alright, let's see what these other dimensions lead us. Where they lead us to, people. Enter the chamber of the tear. I wonder who's crying about it. Defeat the memory of Nefertari. This is a rehash, a remake of the. Damn it, holy recycling. Holy recycling, people. Holy recycling. Shit. I see you're as good as ever. What? Okay. Should have brought some spirit stones. Whatever. Fuck it. Ah, So I can't avoid this shit. There's no way for me to avoid this. I love how in this boss fight you can barely see shit. You can barely see anything. You can barely see anything, so... Ah, nice. That doesn't look good. You can barely see anything, so you have no room to maneuver. This is what I mean when I say that it's one of my favorites, because... But still, holy recycling, they shouldn't do this. Shit. Shit, there's no way, no room to escape. To escape her. Two of them? Yeah, I'll have to sharpen my senses. What are you attacking? Oh, the Guardian is way too stupid. He's attacking the thingies. No. Nice range. The Guardian is way too stupid. He's attacking the thingies. Yeah. This is top-notch. Top-notch development. So where can I run? Nowhere, player. That's the interesting part of it. You're just gonna die. Indeed. Indeed, that's the point. No, I shouldn't do that. I should just focus on evading, really, and gathering those. Is there any way I can make my Guardian actually deal damage to her? Finally, no more shield. Maybe if I create the Guardian there with no other objectives. With no other targets, sorry, with no other targets. He is indeed targeting her. That's a good Guardian. Who's a good Guardian? You are a good Guardian. Because of course, you're targeting the correct enemy and not those tablets that are immune. So, what about here? Guardian destroyed. Ah yeah, remember that also gives me health shit. Guardian dead. Nice. Left, right, evasion, maneuver. Yep. Thank you. This is getting interesting, people. This is getting fucking interesting. I realize I'm extremely dependent on the Guardian. There we go, that should heal me. Now I get away from her. Now we reactivate the Guardian. We avoid the orbs. We don't get killed by her, I guess. The Hellfire is not taking enough of a beating. She's gonna recover the shield. That's right, attack the Guardian. Shit. It was on cooldown. I tried, but it was on fucking cooldown. Yeah, I told you this boss is challenging, people. I told you this boss is challenging. Because of how... they don't deal that much damage. No, I'm running for no fucking reason at all. The purple orbs there are much more dangerous. Because they are slower, it does make sense. No. Then we'll play differently. My bad. Shit. If I can get a second to get my on that one. These ones don't deal that much damage. No. It really didn't kill me, just stunned me for a sec there. So I can come over here and just target her from here. It's just a stun, so you get this one. Interrupted? What the fuck is that shit? It's just that, pretty much. Okay. Okay, let's drop some damage on her. What? Immune? What immune? She's resistant. No, let me grab the orb there. Let me grab the orb. I got stunned there. My lord. Is she resistant against this? Yes, I think she's resistant against everything. What the? Kill one hit kill, damn it. What the fuck? Let me move. This boss is hellish to deal with. Break the armor. May I grab the orbs that she's actually dropping, you know? There we go. Is there any way to avoid the attack? Maybe like that? No. Pretty much no way to avoid it. No way to avoid it. TTB Midland, hello. How you doing? Welcome to my channel. How you doing? How you doing? You are an old school player of Drakensang. What's good? Or a newbie like me? I'm new to the game. I do reviews of games in that sense, and one viewer asked me to play Drakensang online. They are guiding me through it, so I can do a nice review about it. We are pretty much close to the end. We are playing the whole story and everything. Finally, that one's dead. So, how are you doing? Are you an old school player of the game? I know it has a quite loyal player base. I'm doing fantastic, and the game you're an old school player of it, or a newbie like me? I've been playing it for 21 days, for 21 no 23 days, 23 days by now. That was last week, pretty much. Last week 21 and 22. Now we're in day 23. So we're getting through it. I'm doing the whole story. I do metaphysical reviews of games. Newbie for real, so you just started with the game. Well, we are on the same boat then. We are on the same boat. For the first time ever, you're playing it. You are playing it. Yeah, it has a quite loyal player base so far. I generally read the whole story of the studio behind it when I start a new review, like it was this case, and precisely a Chinese company acquired it. The original name of the game of the series, it was born as a tabletop game called The Dark Eye. It's the German version of Dungeons and Dragons, and pretty much they didn't get the license for it, and that's why they turned it into what this game is now. Thinking to start streaming. LOL. Oh, okay. You want to start streaming the game. You want to start streaming the game. It's okay. Drakensang online, in that sense. It's a quite grindy game. It's a quite grindy game. No amount of descriptions that I do to you, that I do for you, will tell you how grindy the game is, honestly. How grindy the game is, honestly. So yeah, be prepared to grind and grind and grind endlessly, because it has some nasty jumps from 55 to level 80 in some cases. So because of that, you will have to farm a lot to get through the main story. It has the level structure of Monster Hunter rather than Diablo. It's like grind, loot, go back, grind, loot, go back. It has a disconnected story, just like World of Warcraft, for each region in that sense. So it doesn't have a cohesive storyline to connect all of the regions at all, in that sense. So yep, it's a quite weird situation in that sense. It's extremely grindy, so yeah, pretty much. pretty much. I am analyzing it in that sense. I've already covered all of the aspects that it has to offer. I just need to get to the final analysis in that sense. And yeah, pretty much. It's a quite unique game, but the level design structure is like Monster Hunter. It's not like Diablo. You won't find any story. You won't find any... The story is there, but since it's not voice acted and it's not connected in between regions, well, that'll be a huge element that will discourage players from discovering it, and it's an absolute shame because the gameplay mechanics are good. They could have done a bit more with the complexity of a skill tree, as there's only one sequential skill tree. The other ones are really disconnected. Like the abilities don't affect each other in that sense. They don't affect each other in that sense. They don't enhance the damage of other abilities. So yeah, pretty much. You'll have to go Frost skill tree, and yeah, that will be pretty much it. That will be pretty much it. As for the rest, what I do is actually metaphysical reviews. I don't have the game as the protagonist of my streams in that sense. I do reviews. Indeed. So pretty much a brutal experience, leveling pace 100%. Like, I cannot begin to tell how much farming it involves, and it's what I've been criticizing: the lack of a voice-acted storyline and those things. Voice acting storyline and those things. So pretty much in that sense. So yep, it's full of out of the population. There are a lot of bots, sadly, because the developers do nothing about them, according to what I've been told by viewers. So pretty much the game is being depopulated by a lot of those factors. Still, I do think the base gameplay mechanics are solid. They are perfectly solid. They have a lot of complexity with the elements that you have to pick to be effective in combat. You need to have good APM and reaction times. So pretty much. It's just that the level that the grinding is brutal. Pretty much, I would describe it like that. I don't know if it was somehow useful. It's pretty much like that. Pretty much like that. It's pretty much like that. Since I stream variety in that sense, I jump from one game to the other as either my viewers want, request a review or something like that, or I simply pick one for analysis, underrated ones that deserve much more praise back in the day. In the case of this one, it was asked by a viewer, in that sense. Okay, I leave this here. I think it dropped some essences here. Oh, yeah. Light essences. No, this one is a different one. It's a different one here. Perfect. We get that. I love that walrus mount that we got last time. In that sense, people, I love that walrus mount. It's quite nice. And we should be close to the final analysis, I think. And then I need to ask District. We are 70, 80% through the story. I I am not quite sure of it. By the way, today people we debated philosophy, we debated, uh, we visited Poland as well with Umbra and my own country. So be sure to watch about Patrick and District and everyone if you're watching it as a bod that to check out our beautiful cities. And we'll have to do the same for you, District in Romania, and Patriot in Hungary. Yeah, we'll do all of the cities, so I can see them all. I love watching walk tours in that sense. I love watching walk tours because it is different than what you normally get from a magazine or something like that, from a more prepared presentation of the city. Like in a walk tour, like the ones that I showed to you some minutes ago with Ambra, you could see that it pretty much um, shows the reality of what it is. What it is. Hang on a second. Hang on a second, people. I wanted to check something. I wanted to check something. Here. I need to check. It's telling me that it's dropping fucking frames. Uh, Good, perfect. No, it's okay. It's okay. No, because previously when I had some windows opened in the Explorer, I was having that. I was having lag because of that shit. I think we are 80% through the story, people. Then we'll get to the final analysis. I think none of you have been in the final analysis. Uh, um, Umbra, Patrick, District, you've never been in a final analysis. I think District has been, but most of you haven't been in a final analysis of the games. Oh, it will be quite interesting. It will be quite interesting. Grover has been in a final analysis. If he's watching from Discord, there, Grover, fine Irish gentleman, there, he has been in a final analysis. The same for Pekarin and Scarlet Dragoon, but most of you from Drakensang haven't been in a final analysis. Once I can dissect all of the horrors that we had to go through. For example, I don't know, jumping, making the level jump from 55 to 80, and then now you can see that it goes back to 60. It's absolutely an interesting level design choice in that sense. No, the game does have a good, seriously speaking, the game has a pretty good um, gameplay base of it, and it is absolutely sad. Two elements that I highlighted, precisely one about it, because most people will not get to this zone ever without help, and according to District, more or less it's a 70-30 proportion, in which 30% only get the help to actually farm the levels, and it will never ever be it will never be like um, discovered by a lot of the new blood of the player base. That's one thing. The second thing is is what I mentioned about the grandeur category of the analysis of the story. Can I enhance blood mage? No, I cannot enhance blood mage. I need 10 points for that. The fact that the storyline of the game is disconnected in between regions is a huge turnoff that the developers didn't measure originally, if you ask me, in that sense. Because it's like World of Warcraft, right? It's like World of Warcraft, really. It forces you. It forces you. It forces you. It forces. Give me a second, people. I'm checking something. It forces you to basically. It forces you to basically. Hang on. I'm checking something. Hang on, people. I'm checking something. Don't you worry. I'm checking something. Something of the stream. I'm checking something because I have a shit bothering me here. I have a shit bothering me here. I have some shit here bothering me with that thing. What the? Hang on a second. I have some shit bothering me. I have some shit bothering me here. I have some shit bothering me here, and I have to remove it. I have to remove it. I have to remove it. I have to fucking remove it. Let me check it. Okay. Yeah. No. Done. There we go. No, no. Perfect. Okay. There we go. Sorry. I was being bothered by a thing there. By a thing there. I was being bothered by a thing there, and there. I think it was bothering me, telling me that the stream was disconnecting. And no, it was working perfectly. And it was working perfectly. And it was working perfectly. But like that, I think I removed the notification successfully. Lagging, dropped frames. There we go. Perfect. There we go. Ah, perfect. At the beginning of the map. Right. No, don't do that attack. Careful with that attack because it kills you so fast. Yeah, pretty much. Pretty much. People. Today we debated pretty much everything. Today we debated pretty much everything. And we also went on a tour in that sense. We went on a tour in that sense to discover the different cities. Discover the different cities. Enter the chamber heart. It wasn't here where I defeated Baylor? Yeah, it is. Memory of Baylor. This is a recycling of all of the bosses. This has to be a joke, people. This has to be a fucking joke. I better grab some. I better grab some. Some spirit guards, indeed. But I would have to go back to town. See, this game is a terrible trap because when you reach bosses, it gets to a point where out of there. I don't know how I was exactly supposed to avoid that. Shit. Well, nothing I could do about that. About that, I was not moving. Nothing I could do about that. I was not moving at all. Don't know how. So, these guys are recycling all of the fucking bosses in the game? What the fuck? What the fuck was that? That was a fucking command line. Next time I'm taking a... I should have taken a screenshot for Discord. If it appears again, I need to be fast. Even if I get killed, I need to take a screenshot for Discord. Did you see that shit? Well, I can make a clip. It's recorded anyways. It's recorded. Mother... Scam. GUI is the game user interface. Something exploded there, people. Something exploded there. What the? I can't see shit. It's so dark I cannot see shit. This is because of my monitor, because my monitor it works like fucking Skyrim. It was like it is. No, it works like fucking. It is designed for something like fucking Skyrim. I could barely move. What's this shit? It's a one-hit kill. Ideas, people. Guardian, please. Let's try moving a bit more. That didn't help a lot. I think the Guardian was killing one blow. Okay, you get it. Nice. Running simulator. Where you also can't see shit. Let's see, Guardian. Some come from the monster, some come from... I hope this is enough distance. That should do it. Break the fucking armor. Insta-kill. Insta-kill, insta-kill, direct insta-kill. So we are getting a recycling of all of the monsters. This was the original purpose of the underworld. To do a recycling of the monsters. Get out of there. We're getting killed. Fuck it. How did that? Ah! Trapped. Can't move. My Guardian is dead. fucking one-hit kill. Nice. The guardian is dead. I can't see shit. This makes no freaking sense. Can you avoid the attacks if I stay over here? Dang. That's so precise. I like the original Baylord more. Look, I avoided one attack, people. Now I feel good about myself. Are they all resistant against frost or some shit? It's the only thing that I could think about. If you can see anything, people, I'll give you a cookie if you can see anything in here, because I cannot see a single shit. I know that is because my monitor, I have it like with saturated dark shit, with saturated darks. So I cannot see in the caves of Skyrim and that shit, but in the case of this one it's worse because I cannot see a single thing. Yep, nothing I could do. My god, my god. So this is a recycling. This is a recycling of all of the boss fights, just doing one-hit kills. You know, nothing I could do about that. That's a one-hit kill that I couldn't avoid. Even if I run away, maybe I can snipe him from afar. Nope, was on cooldown. Let me change the essence, otherwise this thing is not dying. I should have done this at the beginning. Let me change the essence. I'm using grey essences as well. What about here? Nope. It was just a 360-degree kill. That shit. It was a 360-degree kill. He's dropping some of... I love it. He's actually dropping some health orbs. He's actually dropping some health orbs, but he's the NPC is so massive that you cannot grab them. This makes no fucking sense. There's the health orb. Yes. Can I snipe this thing from here? Ah, we also get off. I love this. I love this. Player, we have a challenge for you. We are going to recycle all of the boss fights of the game. We are going to recycle them all. Can I do a Frost Nova? A single one, please, so I can slow him down, maybe? No, he doesn't slow... Oh my fucking god, so I cannot even move away from him because there's environmental damage. Okay, okay, let's grab a corner. Let's grab a corner. This makes no fucking sense. Let's try to grab a corner and deal damage to him. Grab a fucking corner like this. Can I grab the potion? There, I think I grabbed some shit. There. Die once and for all. Damn it. God damn it. Yeah, it is true that I put this shit on painful. Maybe I should have gone for normal difficulty or some shit like that. Yep. Well, whatever the case is, I don't care. We're pushing it through painful like this. Even if it doesn't make any fucking sense. Sniped. There we go. See, it wasn't that good. Okay, interesting. Okay, we're done. Magnificent, people. Magnificent. We killed it pretty much after a lot of deaths without any kind of purpose. So we made it to recycled land, I guess. We made it to recycled land in that sense, people. What time is it? What time is it? 849. Okay, we'll push a bit more. We'll push a bit more, people. We'll push a bit more and we'll leave it here with this thing that is recycling land. It's recycling land, 100% of this shit. Pretty much. There we go. I love it. I get out and also monsters die. This game is like that. It's like a constant stream of fluctuations between hard, easy, hard, easy, hard, easy. It's inconsistent. 100%. I had to describe it. Absolutely inconsistent. Those ones that should deal extra damage. It did. Please let me get out of here. You truly have the heart of a warrior. The sacred two must have sent you to us, in time of our greatest threat. Indeed, pretty much. You got the treasures of the holy pair, but now we need them to do the pit. We need to bring them to their paths. The greatness yearns for the creator, and the creator for the creatress. Give them what their hearts are seeking, for the bear, and the berry will be gone. Put the root of the world hard. Hey, it may have to do with this huge thingy there. May have to do with that, in that sense. May have to do with that. I don't get used to not having the map over a tab. There we go. Nice. Get out of here. Put the creatress tier into the offering pool. Defeat the guardian of the creator and the end of the... Oh! We've got one more. It's on the other side. And then we have to defeat this one. This one. Yeah. I assume there were two of them. There had to be two of them. Two more recycled guardians. I'll take a guess. No, don't do that attack. Don't do that attack right into it. Don't do that putrid attack. I am 6 is what I tell you, people. That's it. Don't do that putrid attack. There we go. One dead. Give me the essences, so we don't run out of them. New skin unlocked, encyclopedia. What the fuck is that shit? Looks quite good though. Must look quite good. It wasn't a skin. I don't know why it said unlock new skin if it was actually a book there. The other guardian. Okay, let's go. The other guardian. Don't bother me, don't bother me. No, not that clipping. That stupid clipping. It's so frustrating. it there. Leave it right there. There we go. Get out of here. There we go. There we go. Nice. Both guardians defeated. I just want to see where this region will actually lead me to. Because there's a huge thingy there. There's a huge thing there that may... It's quite interesting. Isan, the berry is gone and we can enter, but I'm scared of what we might find there. Will you lend me your strength once more to overcome the evil inside? We need to protect the statue of duality in the center of the temple. If they destroy it, there is no hope left for the salvation of the Toltec. Please go inside and tell me what happened. I need a minute to gather energy for a protective seal. Defeat all enemies inside of the sanctuary of the creators. 76 months. This is perfect. Perfect for farming experience. This is perfect for farming experience. Damn it. This is perfect for farming experience. I think all monsters are dead. As well. That was fast. The master will rise again and the world will burn in flames. Okay, I presume you are part of it. Defeat the shaman. That's also okay. So this one is part of it. It's part of it. I don't think so. Statue was damaged by the darkness. Inspect the statue of the old one. Okay, so now we just kill the monsters. $29, come on. We have a 27. We have a little bit of cleanup in here. I presume the portal counts as a monster. Damn it, no, stupid cooldowns. Go ahead. Nice. This is sincere, integral. Alright, all dead. So open the portal once and for all. Atzotl is gone. Without your help, he would have fulfilled his sinister doing. I can't thank you enough, but the condition of the statue worries me. Darkness devours the statue. It didn't stop. Although you defeated the source of it, only a strong light can help. Yes, and when strong enemy appears in there or has to offer light spheres. Bring 50 light spheres. Okay, people. We are leaving it here because I have no fucking idea what a light sphere is, where to find it, or what else to do. Pretty much. And besides, it's pretty much time, 9 p.m. People, it's been a real pleasure for me sharing this 23rd day of metaphysical review of Drakensang Online. Thanks from the bottom of my heart to Patrick, District, and Ambra for visiting me today. The same for Kirk at the beginning of the stream. In that sense, so yeah, I think I covered everyone. So thanks to the 4 of you with Ambra then. So thanks to the 4 of you for visiting and chatting with me. I always appreciate your company. Patrick loved the philosophical chat at the beginning, and Ambra, I loved the chat about everything, and I wish you a lot of luck with your new life over at the university and everything in that sense that you have to drive there, indeed, that you have to go there. So, and also to District for his eternal help always with the game, because it's a game that has some experience pacing issues that make it terrible to progress through. But anyways, we'll push through. We'll get to the final analysis. And we will finish it and proceed to the next case. A special thanks, as I always mention, to the subscribers of the channel, to Crowbar and Access Nova, to Discord members, Twitch followers, and YouTube subscribers. Thanks to you all from the bottom of my heart for always accompanying me, and anyone in general who might have taken the time to watch this as a YouTube VOD or a Twitch VOD in the future. People, it's been my pleasure. It's been a pleasure. See you later, people. Bye bye. Have a great Tuesday. See you all tomorrow. We'll continue with Titan Quest, and then on Thursday we'll have to finish Drakensang. We'll have to finish. I don't know if we are 80% or what through the story. Well, then I will have to deduce what a light sphere is, because I need 50 there to do so to proceed.